So one more time, I might just lose my fucking mind. My girl can be a super bitch. I feel just like the heck I got. I be half baked, smoking pineapple express. Rain on me like a hook, that's how I get with all the stress. Put a wood like Nick, can't go make me take your face off. Get the weight off. The best of me, the rest of me has helped me reach my destiny. It's usually my daily life is like a movie. What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. Thursday, NBA Talk with Jay. Y'all know what it is. We're trying to get some cash, man. Shout out to all the new members. 12 people joined the membership last night, man. Probably because I did a little members only video last night, but still, I appreciate y'all, man. Rashonda, Team Cat, Rashonda, James Hall, Sportsman, my guy Anthony M, Richard Kraft, Ethan. Who else we got in here, man? Young Jew Park, Parlay God, man, Colin Dunn, everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for showing the channel some support. Who else we got in here, man? Lil like Ski General, some shit like that. Lex, everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my guy as well. Not sure what country. He say Jay don't brag, so I'll do it for him. I made so much fade in Indy, LA, out in the in-season tournament that he called men over Mavs. To break their 4-game win streak, 30 streak, December 14th. He keeps going and going, but I'm not even I ain't finna go through all that, man. It's all love. We got 8 games on the card. I already went through them last night, but we finna go through them again. You see what I'm saying? Gucciano say he's patiently waiting. I appreciate everybody in chat. I appreciate everybody sending the good luck vibes. Let's keep it going here today, guys. Never getting too high, never getting too low. Just trying to get this cash, man. Just trying to get this cash. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you really do like the show, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Join the channel as a member. Share the show as well with your friends and family. Okay. What are we doing here? All right, let me stop playing, man. Christian in here, Trey, Tiffany, just join the channel as well as members, man. I appreciate that, man. But it's all love. Let's get straight to it here today on the card. First game up. Let's go over to the streets of Boston here. It is what it is. Celtics land 17 at the house versus this Detroit team. They don't even have a name right now. They're just a team that their home base is in Detroit. But this is a spot that I don't like the points here for the Celtics, in my opinion. I don't like the spot. They're coming off a 4-game West Coast road trip. They're laying a boatload of points. We know that Jaylen Brown was probably going to be out. He took a hard fall versus the Lakers. That was a big game. This one is not. I don't even know why this game is on NBA TV. But it is, my guys. It is, man. But I actually would look towards taking the points in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Pistons covered the first half and the full game here. I'm not going to go as far as to say they can win this game outright, but this is just a sleepy spot for the Celtics. I expect this team to come out as flat as a pancake here. They have had 2 days off. When you spend a week on the road away from your family for Christmas, and then you got to fly back over all 3 time zones, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be a little groggy. You're going to be a little sleepy in this particular spot. This is the first game of back-to-back as well. They got the Raptors on deck tomorrow. The Celtics absolutely hate the Raptors, and I just feel like this could be a little bit of a letdown spot coming off the huge game versus the LA Lakers on Christmas Day. Could also be a little bit of a look-ahead spot, but it's just in my opinion, this is a horrible spot to be laying 17 with any team here. So you do have the best team in the league versus the worst team in the league as well. I've seen this movie before. You never know what's going to happen in the NBA, my guys, but I could only look towards the Pistons plus the 17, and I think that they could come out here in the first half as well. I believe the first half number is at 10.5. And I think that the Pistons might surprise some people today. They finally broke the streak. They finally broke the record for the NBA of most consecutive losses in a single season at 27. I don't know why they're on NBA TV, but they are. I think the Pistons can come out here and cover the first half and the full game plus the 17, my guys. That's what I'm thinking, but who fucking knows, guys? Let's go over here to the streets of Minnesota in this one. Wolves land 12 at the house versus the Mavs. This line opened up at 8.5. It got hit to 9 really quickly. 9.5, 10. So it was 10 this morning. Then they say Luka's questionable here. This is an absolute horrible spot for the Mavs. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not sure if I want to lay the 12 with the Wolves, but I kind of told my guys last night, you better pair some shit with the Wolves on the money line. Like, you know what I'm saying? You better be pairing shit with them all night long. But I actually still lean to the Wolves here. First quarter, first half, and full game, to be perfectly honest with you. This Mavs team, that first off, this is a back-to-back. So let's just look at it real quick. Back-to-back, third game in 4 nights, fourth game in 6 nights, fifth game in 7 nights. The absolute dead zone spot for an NBA team, guys. I've been doing this shit for years. You want to fade the team that's in the 5th game in 7 nights type of spot, especially when they've had to travel every game as well. So it started out with them in Houston, then they come home versus San Antonio, then they went to Phoenix on Christmas Day, then you come home last night versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now you got to fly all the way to Minnesota, and my team sources tell me they didn't get into the room until 2:50. They didn't get to their hotel till 2:50 a.m. My guys, the Mavs probably be sleepwalking this game. Let me see what their team total is. First off, I don't think Luka's going to play. I think this team is going to be sleepwalking in this game. Well, their team total is at 107.5, 108. I think they go under that. The Mavs might not touch 100 points in here. Only thing that you hope is that the Wolves don't, like, say if Luka's ruled out, you hope that the Wolves don't say, oh, okay, that's not that big of a game. But this is the best team in the West. They have the best defense as well. And I just feel like even if they don't come out here with their best game, the Mavs are going to be clanking shots. They're probably not going to have Luka, even if he does play, though. Because we know he has a sore quad, and you can see him kind of favoring it in last night's game as well. So this could be a trifecta spot for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The line has gotten up a little too high for me, especially when you could have got 9.5 last night, but I fully expect the Wolves, like, they might win this game by 20 points. I'm not going to say easily because nothing in sports betting is easy, but this is a Wolves spot. If you're looking towards the Wolves, this should give you more confidence. The way that I'll be looking at it is Wolves first quarter, first half, and full game, and the Mavs under their team total. They might not touch 100 points in this game. This could be a 120 to 100 type of game here. So I guess what I'm saying is I'd still possibly lay the points with the Wolves here. I could only look towards the Wolves in this game. This is a absolute horrible spot. This is the absolute horrible spot for the Dallas Mavs in this game, my guys. Can only look towards the Minnesota Timberwolves in this one. My guy says, a guy watched the show last night. He said he was able to snatch the Wolves minus the 8.5, my guys. You know what I'm saying? So I will start back doing these late night shows, late night member shows. So it's not that you have to join the channel as a member, but it will have special perks, my guys. But I'd still look towards the Wolves, even at the minus 12. You just hope that they don't like do some fishy shit in this game. But Mavs should be going under their team total. And this could be a trifecta spot for the team total under on the Mavs and for the Wolves on the spread. I don't think the Mavs have really much left in the tank in this one. The Wolves could do whatever the hell they want to. If they want to win this game by 30, they can do it, my guys. If they want to win by 10 or just bullshit around, they could also do that. I keep it real, y'all. This is the NBA, but this is a spot I can only look towards the Wolves. Come out here and smack these Mavs early and often. Horrible spot. They did get into their hotel room at 2:50 a.m., my guys. Let's go over to the streets of New Orleans in this one, guys. Pelicans laying 8 at the house versus the Utah Jazz. People are going to say, oh, yeah, you're going to fade the Pelicans off the overtime game. I don't think so. They're coming off back-to-back home losses. This is their 3rd straight home game. They went to overtime versus the Grizzlies, but they lost the game. It's a little bit different when you're coming off an overtime win. So if it was one of the 2 teams in this particular spot that I would fade, it would be the Grizzlies over the Pelicans here. Pelicans are in a bounce back spot, and let's just look even deeper into this game. This is a double revenge spot for the Pelicans. So the Pelicans coming off back-to-back home losses. They got double revenge versus the Utah Jazz. They lost both games in Utah, my guys. Remember, teams lose their superpowers when they're playing in the high altitude in Utah. Well, they're at the house now. They hadn't had to travel anywhere. They're pissed off from blowing their game versus the Grizzlies. They knew they should have won that game. They're still pissed off from blowing the game versus the Houston Rockets as well. But 2 teams that play really good defense. The Jazz aren't a horrible defensive team, but the way they do it with their offense, they have to make a ton of threes. They got Clarkson back. They got Markkanen back. Who else? Kelly Olynyk tries to play, but this is a horrible spot for the Jazz, in my opinion. I think they've been playing way over their head. They just won 3 games in a row versus Cupcakes, the Detroit Pistons, the Toronto Raptors, and the San Antonio Spurs. The Pelicans will not play a style of basketball that neither one of those teams. Pelicans about to come out here and try to hop all over these fucking Jazz early and often. They're pissed off. They got revenge, and also the Jazz should run out of gas as late as this game goes. You see what I'm saying? I think the Pelicans come out here and cover the first half once again. They're the best first half team at the house, 12-3-1 against the spread, guys. It's number one in the NBA in first half against the spread. I think they do it again today, but I actually look towards the Pelicans in the full game as well, guys. Fifth straight road game for the Utah Jazz. Fifth game, the last game of a road trip as well. When you're betting the NBA, it's all about spots. You can look at situations, all these type of things. It's all about you can look at stats, all that shit. I personally, I feel like all that doesn't really matter, in my opinion, guys. I feel like it's all about the spot. Some teams are in bounce back spots. Some teams are in letdown spots. And it'd be really hard for me to see the Jazz keep it going. They have been balling. They're 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games. But like I say, they've been playing some cupcakes, man. They've been playing some cupcakes. And this is also their 7th road game in their last 8 games. They've been traveling all over the place, guys. And actually, this is their 9th straight game their 10th straight game in a new arena. They were at the house versus the LA Clippers December 8th. Then they went to OKC, back home versus the New York Knicks. Then they went to Portland. Then they went to Sacramento, back home versus the Nets. Then the 4-game road trip. Well, this is the last one of the 5-game road trip. Cleveland, Detroit, Toronto, San Antonio. Now you're going to New Orleans before you head back to the house. This is a horrible spot to be betting the Jazz, in my opinion. I can only look towards the Pelicans. I probably should go ahead and bet them in the first half, -4.5. I talked about this last night. I hadn't got there yet. I'll probably add Pelicans here in the first half. This is just what they do. They come out in the first half and ball out. They're pissed off. I think the Pelicans could be another trifecta smack city spot, smacking these Jazz up. You see what I'm saying? My guys say Cat might not play. I don't think it'll matter tonight, my guys. I don't think it matter. Minnesota, New Orleans, Denver moneyline parlay. I don't see why the hell not. See what I'm saying? Jazz have beat them the last 5 matchups. This is a little bit different, though. This is a little bit different. You see what I'm saying? The refs put that Pelicans Grizzlies game into overtime the other night. Pelicans should have won in regulation. No, that's a fact. This is a Pelicans type of spot here. I think the Jazz come out here and get smoked in this game. Pelicans first half and full game should be the right sides in this game, my guys. That's the only way that I can look. I hadn't bet Pelicans in the first half, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get there. Pelicans in the first half -4.5. It's damn near got to be an auto bet at this point in time. Put me down for Pelicans in the first half -4.5, and I heavily lean their way in the full game as well. I think they win this game by double digits, send the Jazz back to the house wounded. You see what I'm saying? Let's go over here to the streets of Chicago in this one. Bulls getting a 1.5 at the house versus the Indiana Pacers. This line has moved overnight, and I talked about it last night. I had already bet Pacers on the money line. You see what I'm saying? So I'm on the Pacers here. The line has went down. I'm not scared. I know that the Bulls are due to drop one. They've been playing really hard. They've been playing really great. I've been noticing the Bulls. They have, but this is one in my situation where me trusting my gut, I feel like this is where the Bulls finally drop a spot. Now, this is the 5th straight home game. That's something that's working well for them. But when you got Vucevic out, you see Andre Drummond coming there in the last game, and it was a really good matchup for him. First off, the Hawks are trash. Now, they still took a 10-point lead in that game. The Hawks are just trash. They can't close games. This team is horrible. Trae Young is a cancer. That's something else for a whole different show. But you got a different matchup for Andre Drummond. Last game, I believe he went for 24 points. He went for 25 points and 24 rebounds. Let me see, 25 rebounds and 24 points. I don't see him duplicating that tonight. He had the game of his life last game. Now he's got to be running up and down the court like it's nobody's business. The Hawks play up and down as well, but nobody runs at the pace that the Indiana Pacers do. He also has to deal with a guy like Miles Turner that can step out on the perimeter, shoot threes, shoot the mid-range. He's not a bad shot blocker as well. He's just totally different than Capella. Capella's out there basically just to get rebounds and maybe a few lob passes. Now Andre Drummond has to run his big ass up and down the court, and I think this is a spot where him playing the starter minutes, he played 38 minutes last game. This is a spot where I feel like he might run out of gas in this game. They don't have a backup center. They basically have to run Dalen Terry. So last game, they only went with Terry 7 minutes out of the game. This is a spot where them not having that backup center is going to come to bite them in their butt, and the Pacers are due to come up here after playing so lackluster. After coming off that in-season tournament, they were playing horrible. They finally got, you see Halliburton in that game versus the Rockets. Dylan Brooks was all over him, and Halliburton still, when you see an offensive guy break out of his slump versus a really good defensive team, which the Bulls are a defensive team as well, but Brooks, he was all over Halliburton in that game. Hallie still went off, and I think that they started to feel it again. And once the Pacers start to feel it, you can't really stop this team. If they're making threes in this game, which I think they will, They're gonna smack these Bulls up. This is a game where I don't think the Bulls have enough offense to keep up with the Pacers. So I'm on the Pacers on the money line for the show. We'll say -1.5, but I took them on the money line yesterday at a little bit worse number. So I took -135 for the Pacers. Looks like you can get let me see, you can get -120 for the Pacers, -115 at circa. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, I can't talk y'all, just laying a 1.5. If it's that close, then they don't even deserve to win as well. So but I like the Pacers here on the money line or -1.5, whatever. I think that the Bulls finally dropped one of these games at the house, my guys. Let me see, do they have a game tomorrow? Just real quick, let me see. Excuse me, they got the Sixers on deck, but it's not tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Bulls have been hot, 8-2 against the spread last 10 games, 4-1 straight up last 5. They've been balling, but I do feel like they've been catching teams in the right situation, and they lost to the Cavaliers as well, 95 to 109. Cavs came in there and smacked them up. I think they've been catching teams at the right time. They caught the Lakers at the right time, the Spurs, and the Hawks. Catching them anytime is catching them at the right time. I think the Bulls dropped this game. I'm on the Pacers in this one. Let's go, my guys. Let's go over to the streets of Denver in this one, man. I'm going to this game. I hope that Ja Morant plays, man. I'm supposed to be, this is my son's Christmas present here. I spent $1,000 on tickets to go to this game to see Ja Morant. I don't really care about the Nuggets. We want to go see Ja. We want to see Showtime, man. And he probably not even going to play in this game, man, because the reason why they have an NBA TV game tomorrow versus the Clippers. So I don't even know if this motherfucker got an illness. I'm trying to text my Grizzlies source to see if Ja Morant's going to play. Personally, I don't think that he will, but regardless, I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I lean the Nuggets, because if the Grizzlies don't, now the Grizzlies are the team that you want to fade off the overtime game. When you have the team that's coming off the overtime win, that's the fade spot the next time, in my opinion. So if Ja Morant doesn't play in this game, I think the Grizzlies might get absolutely smoked in this game. I know that that Aaron Gordon is out for the Nuggets, but back-to-back home games, Nuggets are starting to feel it. They've won 5 straight. They've won 8 of the last 9 as well, and they should win this game as well. Honestly, even if Ja Morant played, you see what I'm saying? But it's just a horrible spot. Now, I'll tell you straight up that I hadn't bet the Nuggets -7.5. I'll tell you why. They do have a revenge spot versus the Oklahoma City Thunder the next night. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're just going to look over them. That's not a bad look there, Nuggets in the first quarter. That's actually not a bad look there whatsoever. It's actually a really good look, especially with the Grizzlies coming to play in altitude. Got a game tomorrow. Might be without Ja Morant. If Ja Morant is out, rather than going to the Nuggets full game, I'd say go with them on the first quarter, because the Grizzlies won't know what to do. They so used to playing with Ja now, 4-0 straight up and against the spread last 4. When he's not, if you guys watch the game, Ja changes everything for him. The pace is up, the assists are up. He's whipping the ball across the court. He's getting into the paint. He's heightening up the bench. And Bane and Triple J, like, they need him out there, because now the defense focuses on Ja Morant. So the Grizzlies have been traveling all over the place. This is their 8th straight game in a new arena, 9th straight game in a new arena. They were at the house versus Dallas. They went to Houston, then came home versus Houston. 2 games on the road, Thunder and then Pelicans. Come home for 1 game versus the Pacers, and then 2 games on the road, Atlanta and then New Orleans, and then now they coming out. Remember, the New Orleans game was an overtime game. Now you got to go to altitude, and you have a first game of back-to-back with national TV game on deck versus the Clippers. That's all the more reason why it's like, damn, Ja Morant, he's probably not going to play. He's going to choose to play on national TV tomorrow. But if he didn't play, I think the Nuggets smack him up. They're at the house, but they did lose to OKC last time with SGA hitting the game-winning shot. So maybe they come out here and try to smack them. That's a good look there, first quarter, first half. Maybe they come out here and try to smack them up first quarter, first half, and then kind of taper off as the game goes on and look ahead to that Thunder game, because I know they pissed after SGA hit the game winner in their arena. You see what I'm saying? So I'd be looking towards Nuggets first quarter, first half. That's a good look there, but it's really something that it's really a game that I really just want to go and enjoy. I guess even if Ja Morant is out, I got to go to the game anyway. You see what I'm saying? Because I told my son I had a surprise for him. So I guess we got to go regardless, but I'm going to ask him, hey, if Ja Morant ain't playing, do you still want to go? If not, I'll sell these tickets, bro. We can go see the Thunder tomorrow or something, man. But can only look towards the Nuggets in this game, my guys. Can only look towards the Nuggets early and often. And like I say, I really don't think that Ja Morant's going to play here. They say he got an illness. The illness is that they got an NBA TV game tomorrow versus the Clippers. That's the fucking illness right there. Go over to the street to Portland here. Not much. Not looking towards the Blazers taking the points. Not looking towards the Spurs on the road. The Spurs do usually try to come out with some in the first quarter and first half. But it's just like I don't know what to do with this game. Maybe Wemby. I think Wemby's going to play today and then rest tomorrow. Pop already said that he's not going to play in both of these games of the back-to-back. These two teams play tomorrow again, same arena. I think that Wemby could possibly have a big game. The Blazers don't really have a ton of size out there. They got Moses Brown. Other than that, they don't really have much size. Aiden is out. And then, so let me see. Aiden is out, and then he's really their only center on the team other than Moses Brown. You see what I'm saying? So after that, Wemby this could be a good game to look at Wemby's props here. Over his points, over his PRA in this one, this could be a good spot. Not saying that the Spurs are going to do well, but just specifically on Wembanyama, him over his points or points and rebounds could be a really good look with the Blazers not having a ton of size. And if he's going to play this game and not play the next one, that means he's going to go all out effort in this one. So no look at all on the side for me. My guy says Blazers winning by 13 easy. Morant celebration. Moses rebound. Jay, next time you come to Vegas, we smoke on this guy Foster. Hey man, I don't even know if I'm going back to Vegas, man. I hate that place, man. I don't like the people in Vegas, man. The Vegas that place is ruthless, man. I got some tickets. I need the cash. I've never done this shit. I might mail them bitches back. And just send me a check, man. I'd never want to go to Vegas again, to be perfectly honest with you, my guys. But I'm sure I'll be there at some point. That place is so that place is so bad. Michael saying he liked Wemby over his points, rebounds sounds nice. I think so as well. Moses Brown is not a bad backup, but I mean he can't fuck with Wemby, and they don't have nobody coming off the bench. They have really no size for the Blazers, guys. So I ain't messing with that game, but I would look towards Wemby's props. Let's go over to the streets of San Francisco here. Warriors laying 3.5 at the house versus the Miami Heat. I was talking about this game last night, and it was at 2.5. Really kind of wondering why it's moving up, because I feel like these are two even type of teams. Both of them are starting to get hot. The Warriors had won 5 straight games before they lost versus the Denver Nuggets. They still covered the spread versus the Denver Nuggets as well, my God. The whole world was on the Nuggets, and the Warriors came out there and covered that shit, my guys. But the Warriors are 4-1-1 against the spread last 6 games. They're starting to figure things out. I mean, when you beat the Boston Celtics at the house, it's 5-point underdogs. You're starting to figure things out. You see what I'm saying? They smacked up the Wizards. They smacked up the Blazers as well. I know that these are 2 trash teams, but they're just beating the teams that's in front of them. They beat the Nets as well, who have some really good perimeter defense, played the Nuggets twice. So maybe the Warriors are starting to be back, but the Heat are also starting to play a lot better. They're 7-3 against the spread last 10 games. They've covered 3 straight. Now, no, they hadn't had to travel. They've only played 3 road games in their last 10 games, and they hadn't been on the West Coast in a while. This is a game that I think it favors the Warriors. They've been over here on the West Coast. The Heat have been on the East Coast, obviously. So you're flying over all 3 time zones, literally from the southeast all the way to the southwest. So you're going all the way across the country, and they've been on the Eastern Coast time zone since like basically this whole month of December here. So let me look at this real quick. When is the last time they've played outside the Eastern Conference time zone? Let me see. So the last time that they've even been, so they've been in Central, they've been in the Central, and they've been in the East. Man, when was the last time, bro? Oh, boy. Damn, bro. The Heat haven't played a game on the West Coast all season. That's not good for the Heat. This is a late night sleepy spot. They hadn't played a game on the West Coast all season. That's not good for the Heat, in my opinion, man. This is not a good spot to be looking towards the Heat. You know what I look for? And I said this on last night's show. Wait on this game. Let's hope that Jimmy Butler gets ruled in and they move the spread. This could be, first off, disruption by Jimmy Butler coming in there, star player coming back into the lineup. Remember, the ball moves a whole lot more when the star player is not in there, because the star player is going to demand 15, 20 shots. He's going to demand the ball. Give me the ball, dribble, go to the basket, try to draw some fouls. Without him, the ball moves. Everybody eats. You see what I'm saying? I want to see Jimmy Butler come in this game, and I think the Warriors get the job done. Butler come in, I think the Warriors get it done first half full game here. That's what I'll be looking here for. But regardless, if he's in or out, this is a Warrior spot. I know the Heat have been balling, but just on time zone alone, the Heat playing this late night sleepy spot type of game. This is a horrible spot for the Heat here. This is a 10 p.m. Eastern start for the for the Heat. So on their body clock, this game starts, instead of it starting at 6 or 7 like they usually do. This is shit that people don't look at, guys. I'm telling you this. This is not the type of things that people look at. But I kind of just I figured some things out over the few years, bro. Just kind of looking at these guys, like how would I think of it? Like, these guys are human beings as well. People try to look at them like they're superpower, like they're superhumans or something. They're humans just like us. Guess what? If your ass fly from the East Coast to the West Coast and you're not used to that shit, it's gonna mess with you. It's even worse when you go from west to east, because that's when you're losing time. You go east to west, you're gaining time, but still on this late night spot, this game is basically gonna end at 1 o'clock in the morning on the Heat's body clock. This is shit that you guys watch the show for, man. This is something that helps you out with your handicapping for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just one show. This is going to help you out for the rest of your life. I think the Warriors get the job done here. And I just think that if you wait for Jimmy, it's going to make it better. You see what I'm saying? But Heat have been balling. They're not going to ball in this spot. This is a Warriors type of spot. I think the Warriors go crazy in this game, my guys. Even though I think the Warriors aren't the same team, just the fact that they got the home court advantage, got the time clock on their side. Heat playing the first game on the West Coast all year. It's a horrible spot for the Heat, in my opinion. I'd be looking toward. I'm probably going to get there with the Warriors. I'm telling you that right now. I just want to wait to see if Jimmy's in, and I hope that he is. Take this shit back down to 1.5 for me, so I can hop on the Warriors here, my guys. I don't even know what the sound of a Warrior makes, but I'd like to make it right now. Last game, Lakers versus Hornets. Don't have much. Can only look towards the Hornets on their team total under here. The Hornets got on the first game of a back-to-back. They don't have Mark Williams. They don't have Gordon Hayward. I believe that Brandon Miller might be back, but I don't think it matters. The Hornets have went under their team total, under their posted team total in 7 straight games. That's the best thing rolling right now with the Hornets. You just take their team total under. The Lakers are a top-tier defensive team. They don't always do things well offensively. They're starting to talk about Darvin Ham and his rotations, but defensively, I actually like what he's done the last couple of games going with that starting lineup. I know that they lost versus the Boston Celtics, but you saw them at least like take the lead in that one. But it started with the Thunder game. When they started Davis, Reddish, Vanderbilt, LeBron, and Taurean Prince, that's a top-tier defensive lineup right there. Now, I'll tell you, I don't think that LeBron's going to play in this game. Why? Because he doesn't need to. They're going to manage his minutes over the course of the year. They're favored by 12. They know that they can win this game without LeBron James. That's why I wouldn't lay the 12 with the Lakers. But, I mean, they could do whatever the hell they want in this one. If you look at it, the Hornets, back-to-back games in L.A., so that's a day off in L.A. You're millionaires. You got money in your pocket. These are young guys that like to go and party. P.J. Washington, Miles Bridges, Terry Rozier, they like to party, guys. They're in L.A. You live in Charlotte, but you're in L.A. and you're a millionaire. Can only look towards Hornets team total under. I'm not really sure what to do with the spread here. I could see the full game going under as well, my guys. I could see the full game going under, but even more, it would be the Hornets maybe not even touching 100 points in this game, guys. So if the Lakers come out here with the defensive identity, they could smother the Hornets. The offense already isn't great. And ever since they've lost LaMelo Ball, they've been going under their team total consistently. And you don't have Gordon Hayward. That's even another ball handler out there. Double team Rozier, and they might not touch 95 in this one, guys. So it's not those type of games I like to bet. But Hornets team total under is the only way that I can look in this game, my guys. Let's get here to the what you guys like in the chat. Look, my guy joined the chat as a he said he joined the chat as a member here. Kyrie ain't playing. Morant won't sit out against defending champs. He wants to play. I hope so, bro. I hope so, man. Shit, I hope so. Look, Luka unlikely to play. Yeah, we know he ain't gonna play. It doesn't matter if he did or not. Lakers 80 points. Warriors minus 3.5. Miami could never run on Pacific time. Warriors early. They dropping knowledge for the people. That's a fact, man. I give away all my sauce right here for the free, man. For the free. Mari just say Luka just got ruled out. Yeah, we already knew that was gonna happen, my guy. How you like Mavs without Luka? Yeah, they're ass without Luka. That's it, man. That's it for me, man. Let me get up out of here. Main picks of the day, guys. Main picks of the day. Now, you don't have to take this, but I did sprinkle on Pistons plus 17. So it's not official, because official is me saying, look, ride with me on this. You don't have to take the Pistons, guys. It's something that I personally took. So it's a personal play on the Pistons plus the 17. I also think they come out in the first half as well and cover at 10. It's not a bet on the Pistons. It's a bet against the Boston Celtics coming off a 4-game West Coast road trip, going from the far west to the far east. I know they they've had a couple of days off, but they've been kicking up, relaxing. This is a horrible spot to be laying double digits with any team, in my opinion. And I've seen this movie before. Take it back to when the Brooklyn Nets beat the Milwaukee Bucks as 19.5-point underdogs. So anything can happen in the NBA. Pistons are ass. They're ass. But the Celtics, this could be a look ahead spot. This could be a bad spot for the Celtics. Come out sleepy here. You don't have to take that one, though. Wolves could only look their way first quarter, first half, and full game, and Mavs team total under. Those are heavy leans there. I will go ahead and take the Pelicans in the first half, -4.5. I think the Pelicans come out here and smack the Jazz up early and often. I don't think they're fucking around in this one. They've off back-to-back home losses, third straight home game, 2 games that they know that they shouldn't have lost. And the Jazz are on the 5th game of a 5-game road trip. This is the bottom out spot here. I think they get sent home walking one. I think they get sent home with bandages and shit on a black eyes. I think Herb Jones, guys like Najee Marshall, Brandon Ingram, Jose Alvarado, CJ McCollum, they're coming to play. And it's a double revenge spot as well. That's the cherry on top. I'll take Pelicans in the first half. I think the first half, -4.5, I think they come out here, cast the trifecta spot, jump on the Jazz early and often, my guys. And I think the Jazz go under their team total their team total as well. I'm on the Pacers today, guys. The line dropped overnight. I'm not always on the right side. So I've seen people say, man, I got to start putting more in these games, shit like that. I don't tell people what to bet. I wouldn't necessarily say do that, though. I know that we've been cashing, but that doesn't mean start to bet over your head, guys. Only bet what you can afford to lose. I'm always going to suggest that you bet 1 unit. You see what I'm saying? So the Sharps seem to be on the Bulls here. I don't care. I'm on the Pacers here. I think the Bulls dropped this game, and I think the Pacers could possibly run these guys off the board, specifically guys like Andre Drummond. If he gets in foul trouble, they don't have a backup center. Pacers could get whatever they want in the paint. I know that they're missing Bruce Brown, but this is a Pacer spot. They're starting to get hot. I think they keep it going here today. The Nuggets-Grizzlies game, I'm not sure if Ja Morant's going to play. I'd still lean Nuggets first quarter, first half, whether he plays or not. I hope he plays. Trust me. I'm fucking praying Ja Morant play, man. I don't even want to bet this game. I just want to go see Ja with my son. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go. I'm going to this game. I just want to see Ja Morant play, man. So y'all can put the positive vibes on it. Let's pray that Ja Morant plays. That's the only thing I want today. That's all I want for Christmas right now. It's for Ja Morant to play in this game, guys. But I still lean Nuggets first quarter, first half. Spurs, Blazers, I'd be looking towards Wemby over his points and rebounds. The Warriors, I'm probably going to get there with the Warriors. I'm going to wait to see what's up with Jimmy Butler. He's a no one. I'm praying that he plays because I think it's going to disrupt the Heat regardless if he plays or not. This is their first game on the West Coast all season. This is a late night sleepy spot. Huh? What happened? Oh, the Warriors finna smack these boys up full game, my guys. This game is basically going to end like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning on the Heat's body clock, things that people do not look at. And then the Hornets Lakers, if I was to bet the game, I'd be taking the Hornets under their team total, and they might not touch 100 points in this game, my guys. They've went under their team total 7 straight games. That's the show, guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. They join the chat as members, man. They joining as members, man. I appreciate y'all. You see what I'm saying? I really do appreciate you guys, man. It's all love. It's all love, my guys. My guy said the streak ends tonight. Look at Rum Levy. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna start doing these late night member shows, so you don't have to join the channel as a member, but if you can, it's showing support to the channel. It's pushing even more positive vibes to the channel. Make sure y'all go download the Action Network app right now. Don't buy picks. Why are you gonna buy some picks and we giving out the same picks here on the show, or you posted over there on the Action Network app? You see what I'm saying? For free expert picks, college basketball, college football, NFL, whatever you like to bet, whatever sport, tennis, soccer. Man, they might have some rugby picks over there. You dig what I'm saying? But whatever you like to bet, free picks. Go download the app right now, man. Why are you missing out on the Action Network app? I'm over there. It's a ton of experts, man. They do NFL, all that good stuff. Remember, we're trusting ourselves, trusting our instincts. We're staying calculated, making calculated decisions as well. We won't have any regrets, my guys. Trusting our instincts, all the good stuff. Staying focused, noticing the patterns, all that stuff, man. Let's get this cash. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's get another 1,000 likes tonight, my guys. Let's get 1,000 likes on the show, and I appreciate y'all. Join the channel as a member as well. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We out, my guys. Spread the word as well about the show, my guys. That's the least you could do. I appreciate y'all. Hope everybody has a great day. We out. Let's cash.